When I started my show, Mark Thought About It, I wanted to talk about my love of sports, movies, and music, and to add in some of the hot topic subjects that could be going on as well. I didn't really want to get into politics at all. I don't even like talking about it. But what has changed that makes me talk about politics now? And I'll give you two reasons that I do this now. One is we're talking about a sitting, conniving, hateful, selfish president. And two, piggybacking off of that, is I cannot overlook the attack that's going on with Black history in America. If you watched any of my shows before, you know that I talked about it. It is purposely done to downplay the significance of Black people in history of America. It also wants to erase any accomplishments that Black people have given to America. That, plain and simple, is common knowledge. I can't speak against other races out here because it's not their job to continue Black history. The job to continue Black history should be done by Black folk. It could be assisted by another race here and there, but the job of it is for Black Americans to fight for their own when it comes to history. This is not what's going on. Our last couple of generations are dropping the ball. So I'll share with you that I come from being taught Black history while I was in high school at Paul Robeson High School in Chicago. 3 years of Afro American history being taught by Mr. Colvin. Thank you so much for your knowledge, Mr. Colvin. Thank you for getting me started on that path. As time went on, my love and understanding and pride of Black history was something that I love talking about and sharing. But immediately, I found that other people I went to school with, when I went to college, as I got older, moved to another city, they were not afforded the same thing of knowledge of Black history. Most people we ask will say that they were taught about Martin Luther King, or they'll say something about the bus boycott or something like that there. They were not blessed with the intimate details with names that's not in regular history books that you have to go find in Black American history books. So what I did was, what knowledge I had, I've always tried to share it, especially to the younger people. I tried to instill that pride and let them know that we did contribute. We were a part of. I have a quote from Dr. John Henry Clark, and his quote was, "White people think when you love yourself, you hate them. No, when I love myself, you are irrelevant to me." In that quote, that is not a threat. That is not and should not even be an issue. Loving yourself should never be an issue. And I asked that question in a previous show. Why is it, if I'm loving myself and my people are loving my people, that is an attack to you? When we're dealing with racist people, one of their favorite sayings is that, "But I have Black friends." Okay, I'm going to leave that part alone because that is funny, because they always want to run to that. My thing is this here. I have white friends, some that I can actually say that I probably love them and their families. So I'm not saying what I'm saying from any realm of hate. And those people that know me, I do believe they understand that. So when I made this episode, it was especially made for the white people who have jumped into my comments, and they felt like they were very clever in the things that they were saying. I don't mind the point counterpoint. It's excellent for me to do such a thing. But they're not sharing anything for point counterpoint. Everything is an attack. A couple of examples are this. I had someone write to me and they will say, well, black people sold black people into slavery before they made it to America. That was clever. Who didn't know that? History books tells us that as well. But here's the thing that you have to realize, Mr. Racist person that wrote that, is there's not a time in history when there hasn't been traitors or sellouts. Let's talk about it. Do you not think that during the time of the Holocaust that some Jewish people turned on other Jewish people to save themselves and their family? Do you not think that during the time of the discoverers of America, Columbus and all, do you not think that other Native Americans turned on Native Americans at that time? Do you not think that when the Asians were being held in America in concentration camps, that some didn't sell out the others for themselves and their family? Let's go about this. Let's go back to American history. We all know the name Benedict Arnold. Was he not a traitor and a sellout? So when you come to me about a point about blacks sold other blacks and this, that, and other, you are not talking about anything we don't know. You think you did something clever, but you sound dumb. Next in my comments is I have people that want to say something about, oh, the Democrats, oh, this city, that. Straight out of the sitting president's playbook. Can't have a mind of your own, can't think for yourself. Let's repeat what the dictator said. And all you are doing is sounding like somebody who did not get past the 9th grade. That's all you are looking like. So when you want to play point counterpoint with me, can I ask you this? Can I ask you to stick to the subject? Because if you go off subject, you just tell me you have no concentration. Maybe you're ADHD. Did you take your Ritalin? That's what it looks like to me. If you can't concentrate of the things that I said, and it also shows me you didn't listen to my show. You didn't hear the words that I said. You probably peeped at the title. You probably looked at a short, and you want to make comments. Here's the thing. When you want to be intelligent, you read up on your subject. When you don't read up on your subject, you get exposed, you goofy. And I'm calling you out for what you are. Oh, thank you for the views, though. I'm not going to be the selfish one. I appreciate all of the views. We get the one that really I love. Here's the one I love. They'll write on my page and say, why you doing all of that? Then you dealing with blacks killing blacks and all this other stuff. What about this city and what about that city? Dummy, did you know in America that white on white crime is far greater than black on black crime? You didn't stick to the subject. You went off subject, and now I see you probably didn't make it past 6th grade. All right, now we know who we're talking to. Let me say this here, just in case you are a new viewer to my page, or you were one of those that wrote that and didn't look at it all or listen to it all. Mark thought about it. When I speak about black history, I am speaking from a pro-black experience, trying my best to instill positivity and motivation to other black people, especially younger black people, or to those who don't have the knowledge. I'm not saying anything evil to nobody. I'm not bragging about somebody being murked or whatever thing we're calling it now. I'm speaking from a pro black experience, trying to instill positivity for my people. And when I tell you about someone like, let's say, Carter G. Woodson, or let's say Lewis H. Latimer, or let's just say Benjamin Banneker, or let's just go way over your head and say Asada Shakur. I'm speaking about what I can share and those positive things to let you know that America was built. Some say all, I'll say with black people. It doesn't matter if they were enslaved, free, or freedom of choice. Black people played a part in the building of America. So I'm going to close that right now. That's a good way to end it right there. I want to thank you for listening to what I had to say. I do appreciate the comments. I'm going to make my comments back to you, though. Just understand that that's going to happen. If you will, I would like any likes that you would share with me, and I would really appreciate any subscribes that I can get. Thank you, and bye-bye.